All right, what's next, Rob?
It is the red one, which is a Netflix show. Is it even on New Metro? Did they say
Yeah,
No,
it's
it
got a
is on New
story?
no,
Metro.
that's Red Notice, Chief. You're confusing the Reds.
Am I?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Why?
of
Red
course.
Notice.
Red Notice is the one with Gal Gadot and
Yes,
Ryan
but it's
Reynolds.
red one. Yes, I'm telling you, this has got Netflix money. This is made by Netflix. So that's why I'm confused as to why it's even showing on cinemas. But okay, no, fair
Oh,
enough.
Wait a
Let's
okay.
see
minute.
it.
That's funny. You know why I'm saying that's funny?
Why?
Because there's a what's this? A sequel, ne? Of
Yeah.
Knives Out sequel that's coming out.
Yes.
With who's this guy again? Bond. What's his name again?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. And Daniel Craig is telling Netflix, guys, make sure that this gets a wide release first, like before it goes to Netflix. And you know what they
Ah,
told him? They said that that's not their model. So if that's not their model, why would this then come out in theaters? It
that's
makes
a
no
good
sense.
point. Yeah, that's a very good point. But
Mm.
look at the actors. They spent too much money for it not to be on cinemas.
If, well, is Daniel Craig not a big actor?
Skyfall was a long time ago, but yes, I agree, he is a big actor.
When last did you see Lucy Liu in a movie?
I know, but it's Lucy Liu. But no, I agree with you. Lucy Liu is not who she used to be. But I bet you she charged 20 million for this movie anyway.
And
Without
J.K. Simmons is
without
J.K.
question.
Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I get what
And
you
and
then
guys are
and
saying.
the other two
Chris
are
Evans was
Netflix.
Captain America. Like
Yeah.
people are wanting him to be Captain America again because he's like trying to stray as far from Captain America as he can in here,
Yep.
but he's still, a face. So
Yes. He's still Gray Man and all these other stuff that he's been trying. He's basically a Netflix man as well. No, him and The Rock, him, Ryan Reynolds, The Rock. Who else? It's just like they're like glued to Netflix at this point. Um,
Kevin Hart, maybe.
yeah, I feel like he is as well.
Yeah.
Like,
there's also Tyler Perry, I guess, because every freaking production is a Netflix movie.
is it
Yeah.
now? Yo,
Is
I mean,
it?
paying attention then. I didn't know that.
Netflix is getting desperate now.
No, my Netflix does not hesitate to remind me.
It was like, yeah, I wonder though, because it's
Okay,
never like, okay, yeah.
let's just say a few things before
Yes.
Buck comes in. Directed by Jake Kasdan. This name sounds familiar. I believe Jake Kasdan might have been involved in New Girl. I could be mistaken, but that name sounds familiar. Chris Morgan. I think you guys are also familiar with Chris Morgan. And it has it has a time of 123 minutes. It says when a villain kidnaps Santa Claus from the North Pole, an ELF, extremely large and formidable operative, joins forces with the world's most accomplished tracker. Sorry. Um, okay, let me just start over. When a villain
Yes.
kidnaps Santa Claus from the North Pole, an ELF, which stands for extremely large and formidable operative, joins forces with the world's most accomplished tracker to find him and save Christmas. So the cast is Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Chris Evans, Kiernan Shipka, Lucy Liu, Mary Elizabeth, Ellis J.K. Simmons, Nick Kroll, Christopher Hivju, and Bonnie Hunt. So Nick Kroll is the guy from what's that cartoon on Netflix, adult cartoon? With the two kids that are going through adolescence.
Big
Uh,
Mouth.
Big Mouth.
Wait, say that
He's
again.
one
They're
of the
going
main
through
characters.
what?
Adolescence.
Ah, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically it. I think Buck can do his
Just
thing.
to give you an idea though, Jake Cassidy is the guy that did the Jumanji movies.
Yeah.
He also did New Girl, like you said, but
Yes.
only 7 episodes.
Yeah.
And Bad Teacher is him.
Mm-hmm.
And also there was another one that was interesting. Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. So he's got a few amazing comedies under his pocket, but these are all nothing higher than a 7 here. So I don't know how you give this man like what 200 million? That's crazy. But
Um,
anyway,
please refresh my memory on Chris Morgan, because I do know that he did some stuff that we all know. I just can't put my mind to it. But I
give
think
me a
the
second.
Fast and Furious, I think he is. Yeah, Fast and Furious.
But anyway, I think we can get back to Red One.
Uh,
So This one is
Yes, you're
a
right.
this one is an interesting one. I mean, The Rock is less robotic in this so far from what I'm seeing than his other roles. He's not doing the people's eyebrow every 5 seconds and laying the smackers down. So there's some of that.
And he's not in the jungle, so that helps.
Yeah. I see what Chris Evans is doing. It's not terrible. It just feels like though it's going to be a CGI fest. Like I feel like maybe there's things going for it. Maybe it'll be a sleeper hit situation where people will be like, ah, screw this, and then somebody will be like, no, it's actually pretty good. So I don't know. And like The Rock is kind of overexposed at this point. Like I don't think people are trying to see him and like if they see him in a movie and he's flexing doing superhero poses, they're just like, ish, man, are you still trying to make Black Adam without it being Black Adam? So I don't know. For me, it's like it was a fine trailer. It was nothing mind blowing. It was funny to see J.K. Simmons like saying, "I'm gonna show these muscles off somewhere."
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna see these muscles. If I can't get it in a Justice League movie, I'll play Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's like screw you, Zack Snyder, screw you, Joss Whedon. I'm gonna do this regardless. I don't care if I'm playing Santa Claus. I'm gonna show off my muscles.
Yep. Terminator? No, he's a policeman. He's an investigator. What's the other one? He's an old man in the Chris Pine one, and then he's just never had a chance to take his shirt off. He's just never had a chance.
Anyway, yeah. Overall, it looks like it's going to be fine, and I guess I can go if we're going predictions. I guess I can say negative 250 as well. It's not going to do big things, but because Hulk, they're Hulk, because The Rock, who's the size of the Hulk, I guess, because The Rock, who's in this, and Chris Evans, and people love Lucy Liu, even though she disappeared for a while, from what I remember. So maybe she was working and it was just in projects we
She's been
didn't
doing
know.
a lot of TV stuff.
Yeah, so it's there. So maybe it's that.
Yeah.
I know she wears Watson in the weird elementary
Couldn't get
show.
past season one. Yo, I fucking hated that show.
No, I did not like it either. But anyway, back to this. Yeah, I think it's negative 250 million, and we get to see The Rock take a hit. It's the first time I've ever seen The Rock go down in a while.
Yeah, but it won't be more than 5 punches. You know how it is.
Yeah, yeah. And basically, for every punch that he takes, he'll like store it like kinetic energy in a vibranium suit, and then he'll punch even harder.
Okay. So my prediction, let me start with my prediction first. I think this movie will make plus 300.
Plus 300.
Yeah, plus 300. So I mean, you guys have mentioned this already. These are A-list actors, and the graphics look good. And it's Christmas. People love watching Christmas movies in Christmas, even if it was not their intention to go watch this film, but if around and you guys just watched an animated movie like last week and you still have a lot of bonus money in your pocket, you'll probably go watch this. So yeah, and I think it was a good thing that came out a month before because they knew not to compete with things like Mufasa. Yeah, so I guess it's just for people to get prepared for Christmas, and it will be a talking point amongst the kids. Yeah, Dad, what happens if Santa Claus gets kidnapped by Christmas? That means you won't get to give, son. Type thing. I don't know. I don't think I'm the target market for this. I think this feels very Jumanji-ish. It feels very childish for me. I don't think it's my cup of tea. But
Sorry,
maybe
Dennis, just before we continue, how many trailers do we have left?
we just have one.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, for me personally, I don't think I would watch it at the theaters. But yeah,
I
that's
wouldn't.
that's my 2 cents.
All
Yeah.
righty. Well, cool. For me, I think okay, first of all, I'm pretty sure this is a Netflix show. I have a feeling this will move to Netflix quick, but you can definitely feel the fact that yeah, Jumanji and Fast and the Furious were involved in the making of this. It's got its like fingers in there. I think the movie is actually, it appears to be very well shot. I thought all the jokes flopped, in my opinion. I didn't think it was funny, but the actual action looked genuinely amazing, genuinely fascinating. I think this movie logically, um, I think this movie logically will do well, but I have a feeling it's going to be undermined by being yanked off the box office, or rather being available on digital very quickly. So
Mm.
I'm going to put it at a negative 150 million because I have a feeling it's going to get yanked off quickly. I'm not 100% sure, but I have a sense it will be. But again, visually it actually looks better than I thought it would because there's been negative attention on this movie, mostly because of The Rock, with all the drama around him, with the whole him being 8 hours late sometimes,
Yeah,
singing bottles and all that nonsense.
yeah. I've heard
So
about that.
yeah, so that's already negative touch because of The Rock, but we'll have to see. I think the rest can keep it up. We'll have to see. Anyway, yeah, that's red one for me. Negative
What's your prediction again?
negative 150 M.
Okay. All right.